Is this thing on? I see the light. It's recording, right? Yeah, send this out to all frequencies. Yo, it's time to cut the noise out of your life. Listen up for a second. Information manipulation here to deliver a lesson. A message in a bottle obscured by self-expression. Those down with the vision, raise your hand if you're present. Every verse an instrumental measured for your listening pleasure. It took at least one revolution round sun for this treasure. Matter of fact, the fact we even finished this is a blessing. Gather round, get your asses comfortable and get ready. It's the Socrates of hip-hop, spitting proper philosophy while Junie play those drums that get your noggin jogging. Wong beating, send respect in this direction. We're out for all praise that you can offer up. Information manipulation invade airwaves until the coffin shuts. So save a spot for us. We're popping off until you cop our shit. Acquaintances think they rock with it, not understanding that it's not for them. This for the peasants, paupers, bottom rung folk with not a lot of options. Shit, we spit in the face of those chasing profit at all costs. Watch your six, man. Hit a question presence with fresh perspective. I hope it resonates, cause death awaits. Mic in front of my face is looking like heaven's gates. This song exists to set the stage for us to quantum leap into your brain, sweet Jesus. Now that there's less space between us, ain't it nice to meet us? Just speaking the name brings prestige, but no, you are not beneath us. We just have a lot to teach and hope it reach the rest of the fleet's received. So heed this, chieftains, cretins, deities and demons, theists and non-believers alike. This the motherfucking thesis.
Full of hot shit. Fuck me, couldn't find a pen for I lost it. Caution, I ain't been to where God lives. No amount of grace gonna save me from the mosh pit. Watch this, I'ma spill my brains out. It looks an awful lot like it came from an insane house. More often than not, I'm spaced out. So when inspiration hits the kid, it's spaced out. Wouldn't have it any other way, it's great. Spend entire days scribbling a single page. In a daze I blink and lose my place. So don't be afraid when it's do not resuscitate. When I'm living on the cusp of fate, what's the aim? Every couple days choose not to trust my mates. Chuckle in the face of death's rusty gates. I struggle not to think of existence as a game. Ain't no cheat codes as far as he knows. Scoured ones and zeros of reality close. Found zilch on my journey in this rickety boat. Justifying path he chose, whatever that denotes. So please don't approach when I'm deep in thought. Ideas scattered everywhere across the plot. You gotta reception spotty. Ask a question, won't get an answer. My head was in the clouds. Past and future fragmented too much, I only see the now. Yo, whoa, what the fuck? Hold up, run that shit back. I wasn't done yet, man. What the fuck it? Yo, listen to them fidgeting. They don't notice the little things. Bigger picture simulator skipped over your pigeon wings. Yeah, flight's no light effort, so photons more fitting. Despite vinyl records, I don't carry much value in inventory. It's held in the crown with the flowers alongside gory imagery. No easy way to pull it out and display it simply. Idea lost seconds after it hits me. Scramble to get it written, forget it, it's lost in the ether. Adderall and caffeine ain't no remedy either. I've accepted that life is a sequence of scenes disconnected. Sometimes they bleed into memory, need to refresh it. So until I lie in cemetery, I'll keep stepping in this direction. You wanna know what's in my head at present? It addresses like several topics at the same time, spread across this crooked line, so check it. Be careful with those questions, lest you enter into a less than sane mind, yeah. Tooling with my unruliness. Interrupt me. Fuck off. Been in the dirt, not been in the mud. It's all just mud. Well, that would depend on the moisture present. No mud to play in a grayscale edifice. Burn effigies of the devil's lettuce. Second level, let it plume out the window. I'm always down to define my premise. Exercise mental, get inventive. Check the levels, head spread thin like jelly. Get stuck in a 7-10 split, it's settled in. Drifting on the wall with lost causes. Float atop this bar, dodging monsters. Trying to build a world like a god does. But this drums for crews from the notches. Step into the club like I'm about to commit murder. Do the dirty, then snap the CPU with this burner. I've been hacking into servers, I've been stacking up my earnings. The world ain't ready for the chaos serenity merger. Yo, what you thought? I didn't have a plot to finish? From the start until the ending, I've been jotting down my innards, then pixelate the images till blurry's all I find interesting.
Listening to 98.6 Rem FM. The Dreamscape.
Spent an entire day in the same room. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Morning snooze until noon. Another AM overslept. Pipe still on the desk from last night. That's easy access. Spark a light, take a breath. Now the cycle's completed a repetition. And repetition's what keeps you locked in the cycle. No new sights for your eyes to behold, or words for your mind to decode. I urge you to reconsider your position. Told yourself you had a mission, but hesitation makes you susceptible to slipping. Wait, that's what you get. You procrastinating ass only gives a shit for 5-minute intervals. Motivation limited. You wanna be seen as simpleton? Clocking it simply for pennies and nickels. It's sickening till rare instance when inspiration hits. Then it's incinerating faces with lasers, matter dephasers, and other methods of mass destruction, even vaguely related. Control-Alt-Delete you fuckers out the matrix. Like I created this reality you play in, from lighting to physics, so it's my decision. Veterans are breaking in or hacking in data centers or your skull. What's the difference? Your programming limits lyricism, mine's infinite. I scribble this shit in binary digits to keep it cryptic, so bitches flock like canines to kibbles and bits. Shit, the Blade Runner stunner hunting replicants of my style. They exist for miles, I just chalk it up to childish behavior. Come back when you rank up, then I might let you say some. But for the time being, all I'm seeing is just a baby in rap makeup. Yeah, I've said the name enough, so you best remember. Defenders of this dimension are here to make an entrance and tell you the end's near. Now repent, only way to make sense of this is to serve your sentence in time loop like I do and have done for centuries, boosting my IQ. Oh fuck.
Does your computer ever seem to have a mind of its own? Mind of its own. Soldier.
depths and I felt the pressure. Little in this chest left to even measure, but the head's intact so I keep it level. To plan ascension, climb out these trenches. I can't pay attention so I get benched quick. Lost my way in these stormy lenses. Waves crash with questions. I figured the answer was to get bent. But don't break into the weight, the strain, the chase for the high we crave. Sunshine only penetrate the highest waves where I'd like to stay, but this sense of sinking keeps style at bay. Ride under currents like night and day. I will find a way. Adapt or die, that's what wise men say. Just a fact of life, you can't slow on hope. If you can use drugs to cope, I'm in the Mariana's Trench puffing deep sea vent smoke. They ain't asked about the boat, but the funds got Venmo. Same time, gotta pay rent though. And not to mention food and drink. Bottom feeder survives on top ramen and seaweed. Until these needs are met, I'm in the deep to get compressed by 1,000 leagues of wet, please. Breath of that awe-inspiring oxygen, its opulence equivalent to products of artists that fathered my style. Alright, listen, I cobbled together influences, created craft to maneuver with and made it float. Not bad for a culmination of nuts and bolts. Absent in terms of academics, the classes failed to hold attention. More fascinated by a combination of math and language manifested. Head inflated with phrases through every phase of adolescence. Spent paychecks on records and acquiesced on common sense. Plus experience in spellcraft, felt the draft, thus inhaled the aesthetics, fasten my flag to the top mast. The ship's damn near seaworthy, but I gotta figure out me first. So seams of sails re-stitched together to buy time to rehearse. Arrive at port going feet first, no chest first. Take a breath first, board the vessel like a veteran. Inspect nearby decks for impending threats. Structure integrity excellent, that's a testament to predecessors. I spent too much time compared to them to find destination or direction. Yet it's time to raise the anchor. No stranger to strange shores, ain't afraid of inclement weather. This captain's keeping the same course. Course. From the crow's nest rope chose less wealth, more creative expression. Heavy lies the head that took upon itself to make that decision, but elevated I taste oxygen, that's fresh. Retain this heading and all hands on deck. Recognize there ain't no stopping this quest essential to my prosperity. Felt in this consciousness and chest. Drop anchor solely to stock provisions. Thoughts remain on famine friends. Optics on the waves ahead. On the chopping block I'll walk the plank to establish that this is not a game. It's what comprises my DNA and it's in my name, not bound to change. I'm drawn to create shit, not complacent with consumption. I must make something from the days I get. So when the oxygen gets pumped to brain, I spark an expedition to fresh and depths of waves within my head. Thus I inherit the rhythm. I'm an heir to its divisions, and air carries me these distances across seas of creative difference. And I love every molecule it consists of. Diversity in a tin cup. It's time to put in my input, but it's tough luck when the wind's done. So I'll huff and puff while I'm still young and plunder every island I reach. Perceive all sights my eye can see. Interpret the information, manipulate that shit into rhymes and beats. Good luck trying to silence me. I'll exhale all my mind can think. Set vibrant with a sigh of relief. Whether you like it or not, just try to breathe.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time. Or any length of time you wanted to have. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure you could conceive. And after
Tap into the spigot of vivid images, scripted in the processing chip in my mental. Try to pick apart the pixels of reality's interface, glitching into the centerfold. Let me demonstrate a bit of it. Sensory inputs receive data on the day-to-day, but computation limited. It makes it hard to make a change. Lowly simian, try to reach concepts intricate, yet infinite remain beyond the brain's pay grade. So we vacate memory space in favor of substances. Pill-popping republic, what of it? I prefer blunts, take it to the face for fun, but not a damn thing in existence can lift me up, cause what's the point? It seems to see the chaos or void, not gonna be fooled into thinking that there's a choice. Spawned in universe's boy, then forcefully employed some exploits to grow into man. Atrocities committed in the name of my kind, consuming excrete is the only plan given. Fine, but I took upon myself to discover ways to shine, and I did it all equipped with only my mind. Cast shadows from the presence of obstacles that pierce through the heart of prophet soul. Hard to pick them out with this rudimentary monocle, forged by evolution with a glimpse beyond the fold. At the place where the sky meets horizon, silhouetted signature written digital stylus, beauty behind iris, frequent witness of violence, lead me to believe we're just a planetary virus. Why do the gods remain silent? Why do the gods remain silent? Why do the gods remain wavering, craving escape, drudgery, slavery to comfort, hoping mothership arrive to bring destruction. We're not worth the trouble, just molecules in a bubble, so the subtleties of beauty don't outweigh the repugnance. God doesn't love us, it's indifferent. Its actions, the lack thereof, are beyond comprehension. All that faith won't make a difference when you pray it doesn't listen. We exist in simulation, byproduct unintended. You really think it would bother contacting us? With everything we've done, there's fuck all the love. When push comes to shove, the scripture's what you clutch, but that's not gonna save when solar system gets snuffed. Stop putting faith in man-made constructs, yet your fellow man's the only thing you can trust. For all we know, creator could be watching in disgust. We're alone, it's on us, about time we adjust.
Listening to 98.6 Rem FM, the Dreamscape.
It's a sunny day above the canopy. In it, these beams of light could trickle through at random, so we brandish solar panels, catching glints before we atrophy. Overstand this, those fortunate inherit a platform or find a clearing with the trees of many rings and many leaves shade the soil of the forest floor, so when the dregs look to heaven, all we see is green. No chance of getting the sunlight we need, yet we still plant these seeds in hopes it brings us peace. Forest floor is dark and dingy. Move quickly, but don't forget stealth. These predators watch like sentries. I didn't choose to enter this penitentiary. I just booted up, developed a self, and gathered some memories. Took an automatic L at the start of my life because of familial lack of wealth. Shout out to the stars and stripes. Played the hand I was dealt, prefer it holding a mic, but ain't got food on the shelf, so I work a 9 to 5. Yeah, something about this ain't right. I can see the green hanging above me. Not a single branch low enough to climb, so I'm stuck down here in the mud where it's perpetual dust ugly. Now accustomed to low light conditions, sight is adjusted. No time for stumbling, find your rhythm. March to our duties, already did them and then some. So it's high time we assign a new mission. You want that sunlight, to go get it, but understand first that your path will be different. My plan of action is to swing an axe on top of some timber, to chip away at the bark. I'm getting sick of the dark, unleash the spark in my center. Set a blaze the bases, clear the airspace, ignite weeds out of existence. Turn this forest into plain and simple. Pure vitriol aimed at 0.1%, and that's it.
There's a flower bending low to you. Its face in the dust. I can see the dark side of the flower. Painted face. Can you see the dark side of the flower? The blossom is wearied of the plastic flowers in the ground. Can you see the dark side of the flower?
Yes, I can see the fucking dark side of the flower.
Can you see the dark side of the
I told you. Jesus.
Can love survive without loving in the middle of hate?
These petals steady shaded, mind state remain jaded. Colors faded and dull, but I kinda like it that way. Skull parade the chaos as I drudge through a day job. Make an offer to Satan, sell my soul for a clean slate, God. Not savvy with happiness, sunshine through madness. I unwind acid and systems so schizoid off my axis. Cast magic when I begin rapping, pacifist, but no shortage of war inside my cabbage patch. I translate it into bits of data scribbled on paper to spit it at your face, verbally batter bystanders for entertainment. It's a way of life, a motto, full throttle. You can't fake it, that's what I was given, thus that's how I will take it, yeah. You scared of something? And it's unsettling then, you're just a fledgling in the darkness. Mama bird can't save you from the marksman, you never missed a target. Drop the cheeky grin, your ass is slacking, you don't know shit. You're dealing with high explosives, it's unwise to be unfocused. It's all fun and games till jokes slit throats. Chuckles transform into bubbles, burgundy rose. Resurfacing woes and it can't be controlled. Part of this flower never saw the light, unsettled because something about it feels so fucking bright. Can you see the dark side of the flower? Do you see their meaning through a chemical prism? The dew on their petals, called blood, no longer seems to sparkle in the sun. I can't see through this shade. I'll never celebrate all this smoke, all this hate. You my friend, these leaves don't need sun rays. I'm content to let it sorry if I seem strange, but I guess it's for the best. I can't see through this shade. I'll never celebrate all this smoke, all this hate. As I found a sense of purpose, these leaves don't need sun rays. I'm content to let them mutate, pardon if it's too strange. Can you see the Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want to thank y'all for coming out tonight. It's been a fun time. It's been too fun. Am I right? Am I right, Junie? Yeah. But the night's not over yet. Well, it's been like 30 minutes or something. Come on, we got more to give. So go ahead and grab yourself some more drinks, whatever it is you're choosing to drink. I got a toast I want to make. So raise those glasses, raise your hands while you're at it, and don't you dare fucking put that shit down until I'm done rapping. Another night bent, that's another night spent properly. Do enough of this shit, I'ma have to tell the drugs to get off of me. Head chock full of mockery for politicians and prophets. One thing they have in common is that they're both chasing profit, right? But enough of this talking, pour me a glass of that vodka, whiskey, rum, whatever the fuck's in that bottle, and roll me up some chronic before I start acting hostile. A lot of people here I do not know, and conversation with them's like maneuvering around potholes. Too many cocky assholes who turn up their nose at different opinions. Me, I like talking politics and religion. Nowadays, what's the difference? They're sort of blending. I don't see any sense in getting offended over minor criticisms, but hey, to each their own decisions, right? Living with sub-2020 vision in 2020. It's kind of funny how misinformation's preserved like lunch meat. Info-nip arrived to save the country, but can you really trust in our abilities? I tried to spit politics, thought silly me, theory spoken with utility. So here's a toast to those with integrity, that keep it real without questioning, who fight the good fight until death and don't argue with the rest of these charlatans and grifters, zealots and dickheads. Not worth our time, cause it's already been spent. I still got more. To those who treat their loved ones right and grasp their favorite subjects tight. Those who stay up at night to get shit done, don't give up the fight. MCs who can rip the mic and spit what they consider nice. Producers who make instrumentals that entice you to take flight. And those who act themselves no matter the circumstances. Those who don't act 12 when things don't go as planned, throwing tantrums. When the question gives straightforward answers. And those who stand up for the little man but don't give second chances. This is for you, stay true.
In their bags, slept while I went to the radio station by my fucking show. I went up to RCA to Germany by myself. So what? You don't know what you talking about. You don't know what you talking about. Your ass sat in the fucking radio station in the other side on the fucking phone talking to some hoe while we were there doing fucking shit.
Guess we had to call it quits at some point. Yo, shout out to everyone that supported, all the friends and fam. What does it really mean? Is this a valid purpose? Trying to set a scene and write it out in verses? Yo, I'll do that shit in cursive to emphasize my words. But will these tracks just be left in the dirt and merge with the earth? Or even worse, on a deserted server, cursed not to be heard. We tend to flourish when we get clicks from your cursors. My self-worth is based on the opinion of the herd. But is that just another way that I set myself up for hurt? Alright. Now the friends and fam are listening. They'll see sides of me they've missed through time's trickling. They'll pretend they're interested simply because we're kin. I guess the little things inevitably add up in the end. But that's the problem, the end. Someday I'll be gone with the wind. My being split into derivatives. I just hope I can leave some remnants. Remember through these rhythms, servant indentured to his own pencil. Sharp but can't shake the feeling, that's what he's meant for. I feel like I'll sooner be homeless and broke, still trying to make the magnum opus before I give up hope. The core function of my code, the only truth I've ever known, that no matter what happens, my soul is not to be sold. Maybe I'm just getting old, running out of time allotted, but it seems they ignore prophecy if it's not about profit. I'm not a prophet, I reject the mindset of cutting costs at all costs. It all costs something, including this song. As kids, my brother took apart things, became an engineer. I took apart ideas, so I became a truthsayer. You know me as musician, artist, I see me as a vision, an image, a blip on your instant, here to give my opinion. Not a hero, not a villain, so why listen to Road when he's spitting? I like to think I know the truth and do my best to display it clearly, and with an ill fucking style. But is that enough? This may go nowhere, but I'll keep putting in the effort, not for the sake of perseverance, but simply because my head hurts. So to relieve this pressure, I'll scream into the desert in hopes the words spread and the people support my endeavors. And the intent isn't selfish, I hope you gain from it as well. Maybe as entertainment or quenching a thirst that needs quell. Spent a few years mastering spell casting over these tracks. I think it's about time I give back to rap itself. Spit poetry till I perish, cherish all its beauty, stay open and transparent, wear my heart on my two sleeves. Let you be who you be if you let me do mines of fulfilling my duty of writing these rhymes. Wish I could buy more time. I spent 22 on youth. It took until my 23rd to finally find my truth. I walked the thin line between genius and doofus. Excuse me, to exceed your ceiling, you must know where the roof is.